So we're in the High Hall Cathedral. This is where most of the citizenry um, of El Terrell have been holed up, trying to kind of being the last or most fortified building left in the city. Um, and And so you made your way here with a couple of the survivors, and you had to deal with some devils who were besieging the cathedral. They came in wave after wave and really kind of beat you down, but you managed to maintain the upper hand on three waves of foes, and we had just found the entrance to the catacombs where you're told everybody is kind of holed up and hunkered down. Um, you have a couple of people in tow with you. Of course, there's Rhea Mantlemorn, who's been with you for a while now. She's one of the Hell Riders of El Terrell. Um, she was outside the city when the city was dragged down into Avernus and made her way to Baldur's Gate, where you met up with her. And then we have this fella here. He's a druid who was hiding amongst a pile of dead bodies, just trying to avoid himself being killed. And as you were checking some of the bodies, you noticed him open his eyes, and that's when he realized it was safe to get up. So he's in tow, and then you have a guard who you found up on the choir level, who was kind of huddled in a fetal position, not doing very good. And I think it was Muriel who gave him a little pep talk. I might be misremembering that, but one of you did, and got him back on his feet and into the proverbial fight. This diamond-shaped artifact right here in the middle, excuse me, is a large hand, and there was a lever next to it. And when you pulled the lever, the hand kind of transformed into a palm-up position, and you found a secret hatch in the palm of this giant hand, and there's a set of stairs going down. And that is where I think we left off. Did anybody have any questions or clarifications, especially since it's been an extra week since we all played? Anybody need any refreshers or generally where we are, what we're doing? We all know that we're in hell, for example. I think that one is known. But yeah, why don't I stop talking and start letting you guys direct what you want to do, whether there's anything you really want to do before you go down into the catacombs, or just really get down in there.
I think we decided we're going to go down, didn't we?
I think
Yeah, I don't think.
pretty much. I don't think there was anything that anyone was really looking to accomplish. I think I think Muriel did express some interest in cleansing this desecrated altar, and we talked about the various ways to do that, and one of which was holy water. But since none of you had holy water, it kind of became a moot point. But I think that was the only thing that was really in discussion to do up here before going down to the catacombs.
I was just to chime in on that. Since Marcus is a cleric, I think he said he might have an ability or something along those lines.
Oh, yeah?
Or I could be totally wrong, but I think we were
Was that?
asking.
Sorry, I was looking at my other screen briefly.
Does Marcus
don't-
have the ability to create holy water?
No.
Or at least, can a cleric at least do something, if not holy water?
You would think there's like a ritual, something I can do that's like a de-desecration kind of thing, but I don't think I have that.
Fancy will bless it.
I actually think the spell that you're thinking of is actually a paladin one.
Oh, that could be. Yeah, I don't think I have anything like that.
Now, these squiggly lines that you can see are all curtains. I've taken out all the dynamic lighting so you can see, but you should be aware that I can still hide tokens behind them on the GM layer, so if you don't have a line of sight. If you wanted to do one more sweep, make sure that you got all the Devils and Fiends before descending down. You could do that, or you could decide that you don't want another fight before and just try to get down there and get a rest in yourselves.
I'm kind of up for going down and trying to get a rest in out because I'm out of steam on my character.
Yes.
We got that short rest because of the hand. We figured that out.
Right. I do remember a short rest, right? Or discussions that a short rest wouldn't really be helpful.
Yeah, I don't think we actually took a short rest because I don't have action surge back yet.
Right.
I thought it was if you made a prayer to the hand, it gave you a short
is there
rest.
something like that?
Yeah, because I made a religion check on the hand because I was like, "What is this hand?" Or I could be totally
Wasn't that the
misremembering.
altar?
Let's see.
I know it. We did our hit points. If it did a short rest, that would be. I'd like that.
No, there was something about the altar. You pray to the altar, right?
Yeah. And it
Like, we
heals
pulled-
you.
Right. A
Yeah,
creature
we
that
pulled
touches
the
the
lever.
altar
God.
and succeeds on a DC
Yeah.
15 Charisma Religion regains all its hit points. This check can
Oh,
be attempted only once.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what that was.
I was the only one who failed, if I recall.
Yeah, that's why we all. That's why we're all so green,
Right.
except for.
Except for me.
Okay, for some reason I thought it was a short rest.
Right. Right. So going on down.
Yeah, well, we head on down.
But you want a short rest?
No, short rest. Yeah.
All I pick up is action surge. That's two attacks at one point, so it's not a huge deal for me. Dagon?
So everyone's still down
Does anyone
I'm
want
at
a
7.
short rest?
Because
I don't think that I don't think it hurts to take a short rest if there are people who want one.
We can do that if we want.
We're not on a time thing, right?
No. No.
Okay, why don't we take a short
Do you
rest?
gain-
People who want one. I mean, people can use hit dice at least.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
I'm not going to say no to that. So we're going to do that now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So everybody done with the short rest?
Yep.
All right. Now,
Yep.
while you were kind of down here, this is directly underneath the opening in that hand where you're all situated right now. You can hear footsteps coming from up in the cathedral room above. So there's something nosing around the entrance and could be joining you momentarily. But so far, at least as much as you can tell, they haven't detected that you're sitting inside.
Should we
Is
handle
this a
it?
short-
Going.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just said, should we ambush them or keep going?
Dan, how shadowy is it in here?
How well lit is this? Let me see. I don't think the catacombs don't have a general features, but the cathedral has a general features. Let me see. Cathedral. Art, dimensions, doors. Illuminate areas within the cathedral are brightly lit by continual flame spells cast on wall sconces. I don't necessarily see any of the evidence of that down here, though. Do you?
What's that little circly thing? This.
It's a good question. It might be a wall sconce. That's a real good. So why don't I turn on some daylight, huh?
It's a basketball hoop.
Right, that's what it is. Let's turn on some daylight then. HC Catacombs, dynamic lighting. Daylight mode is already on, so you should be good.
Do you guys want to go back out and get what's above us, or do you want to keep moving forward?
Keep moving, I guess.
What's above us as far as what?
It's if I had to guess, it's probably another group of the demons.
Yeah.
That's above us? I mean, would there be a chance of them sneaking up on us?
Yeah.
Didn't you always used to
Getting
say
the
we
drop
don't
on
want
it?
enemies
Or-
behind us?
Yeah, yep, I'm playing a different character this time, though.
Really?
But if you guys would like to go out and just smash the crap out of them, I'm all for it.
I think that would be a wise.
Might be better than having them follow us and then we run into some other bad guy and then we're sandwiched.
We want to try to have the two stealthies stealth out and try to get a idea of what's going on.
Yeah. Peek out. Can I peek and try to see what's out there?
Dan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just 1 second. I got a work email.
Oh, okay.
Boo, you're off the clock.
I know. Well, it's like all of a sudden it's 6:05. They start resolving all these tickets and then they start closing them. And like they're not resolved.
So the nice thing about my job is once I'm like, okay, I'm going home, because I commute to New York now, I just, like, any emails that come in, everyone knows, like, I'm not responding to it. So at 5 o'clock, I really am.
That's a nice bonus.
Yeah. I mean, it's the first thing I got to deal with the next morning, which is sometimes a pain in the ass, but it's always funny when I'm like, okay, I'm going, and then I get, like, 5 emails on the train. I'm like, that's tomorrow's problem.
Right. All right. So what did I miss?
I'm gonna see if I can just peek out and not make any noise and see what's out there.
All right.
I assume I have to roll stealth.
Let me see what I can do about that.
Oh.
I don't know if this is going to work, but it's interesting. So let's see if it does. Layer, map layer. Oh no.
I don't see any smoke out of the screen yet.
Token layer. Why did I send it to the map layer? Okay. Tokens. All right. Can you see this? No?
No.
Okay. What I did is I'm showing you a token from another page, but I'm just going to post it in the Discord chat so you can see here. This is what you see. You see a fella, big fella, that looks like that, walking around with a bunch of human cultists.
All right, I will tell my friends.
6 cultists
Yeah.
and that medium-sized demon-looking thing.
Ooh, yeah, big ugly demon out there with a bunch of cultists.
Yeah, we definitely don't want that behind us, do we?
No.
Think we can try to jump out and get a surprise on him?
Do you see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
That's interesting how that works. Okay.
Yeah, I think, well, we're okay for hit points, so I think we can probably take them.
So we'll try to just bum rush the door and to get a surprise on him.
Yeah, I mean, I can shoot him from here. That's what I do. But if anyone has, do we still have? What do we have that makes a fireball? Don't we have something that does fireball? The shield. This would be a good time for fireball.
Yeah, I have one charge on the shield left.
Oh, you probably need more than that to cast fireball, I assume.
I always hate using the last charge on anything.
They're just all in the
I mean,
same.
it recharges other next long rest.
Right. Oh, speaking of recharging, there's been a question a little bit lingering about Dagon's shield, which recharges every day at dawn, when Avernus actually is in perpetual twilight. So it technically doesn't have a dawn. I forget where I found it, but I found it from a source that made me feel like it was an official enough answer to say that the intent behind the rule is to say that it recharges every day, and so in Avernus your shield would recharge every 24 hours.
Okay, yeah, so I think we're talking about every long rest to recharge.
Right. Or as long as the long rests, generally you only do one long rest every 24 hours, so I won't overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because we haven't been here 24 hours yet.
No, you have not had a long rest in hell yet.
Too many times you hear about bad effects when you use the last charge on an item.
Hell is hot and uncomfortable.
I guess we're gonna try to do a surprise attack, jump out and get him.
You guys feel up for one more
I
fight?
mean, yeah.
It's a demon with 6 humans.
We do a surprise attack and launch the fireball at them as the first attack.
You could certainly do that on your surprise round action, you sure?
I could do
Right,
mad
like that
elephants.
as well.
You will note that demons tend to have resistances to things like fire and cold, or depending on the exact demon, too.
Cultists don't, though.
Yeah.
No, not even necessarily. Some of them are immune to fire and cold.
Cultist?
Oh, not cultists, demons.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah, but it's still.
how does the cold factor in? Like, I get the fire because it's hell and it's hot, but cold?
Right. Cold.
Cold day in hell.
Right. All right. So you're gonna jump out and surprise these guys, or you want to try to close and secure the hatch behind you?
We're jumping out and doing it.
Works
All
for
right,
me.
are we gonna lead with a fireball?
These
Yeah.
guys are a little bit closer now. Let me get them closer. So these guys are right up here, and you guys will put you all on this side because you're kind of down underneath. I'll put Rhea there. Other than that, it's nothing but bodies. Okay. All right. So you can roll for initiative.
Let's do it.
Probably not a single digit initiative number.
Do we surprise them? Do we get to?
Yeah, you're getting a surprise round, right?
Yay!
Let's see, who have we got here?
Oh look!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I see 6 players. Ooh, I got a roll for Rhea and Seltern and Trevik. Anybody else? I think that's everybody. Okay, so it looks like down and out Dagon is going first.
Perfect. That's not that good.
And who is that directed at? The demon?
Yeah, well, it's a fireball, so it'll be everybody.
I should say it's a demon, not a demon. Oh, right. Fire.
So it's everybody in a 20-foot radius.
All right, so... Oh, I'm so sorry.
So everybody.
Fire damage.
They all fail. They're resistant, right? Not immune.
Let's see. These guys aren't immune to shit.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so these guys will all be rolling. And it's a dexterity 21. They are +1.
Yeah.
So they could do it if they roll a 20. I'll just roll 6 dice and see if any of them are 20.
1.
All right, so all of them... Well, even if he saves, he takes 18. He's dead anyway, so that wipes out the cultists. But it does not affect the demon. But there you go. How many charges do you have left in that shield?
Yeah, that was the last one.
That was the last one. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So Dagon immediately takes out all the humans. They just drop, and you just look like you pissed off the demon. Trevik is scared out of his wits, but he's going to throw a spear at it from where he is. He's not going to get closer to that thing, but he'll throw this, and he will actually hit for 6 points of piercing damage, which gets halved, so only 3. So good job, Trevik. Didn't think he was going to do anything. Marcus.
Trevik is now a cult hero.
Right?
You have to write a song about it.
Hit him with the sacred flame.
All right, that is a dex save. Magic resistance, so he has advantage.
Boo.
Dex save. Ooh, very bad. 10 radiant damage. Takes all of that.
Hell yeah, let's go.
All right. Kyle.
All right, I'm going to move a little.
Very good.
Shoot him, and that is my turn.
All right, so that hits for 20 points of magic damage, right?
Correct.
So he takes all of that. This guy's not going to last very, very long at all. He might get one action in. All right, so the druid saw that flame doesn't work, so he's not going to produce flame, but he doesn't have a lot of other good spells. What's Thunderwave? How does Thunderwave work? Range, self, 15-foot cube, so he's got to get up next to it to do Thunderwave? Fuck that. He'll try to entangle the thing so that it can't get any closer. Alright, so he's concentrating on that. He's Smartwatch. There it is. Concentrating. Grasping the creature in this area when you cast a spell must make a strength saving throw. Again with advantage. He made that one. So nothing happened. It's just difficult terrain now. Okay, so that's cell turn, and then we go to the Raven.
All right. Raven will give advantage to the next attack.
Raven has flyby, right?
No.
No.
But Demon doesn't get a turn because you said we get a surprise round.
You're right. I almost took a turn. Thank you for reminding me. Fancy.
Don't hurt my Raven.
Jeez. I have line of sight from here, right?
You sure do.
Okay. So, I just make fun of the demon for being way too possessive.
Let's see how wise he is.
All right, DC Wisdom 15. Let's see, CC. 13. No, 6 psychic damage. He doesn't avoid any of that either. And what happens with the Vicious Mockery? I forget.
Disadvantage next attack, I believe.
Next attack. All right, Muriel.
Okay. I get advantage. $18.
18 points of damage. Magical damage at that. Yep. You guys just stormed out from the hand. They were just coming. This was the last group of demons that was sniffing around up here. If you had rested up here, they would have encountered you up here, but because you rested in the tunnel, you only heard them. But now that you have the upper hand in this fight, Salim could put it away.
Right. I'm gonna hit him with a mind sliver.
Intelligence save. He made half damage? No?
It's a cantrip.
Cantrip.
So
Okay. So not a much on that one.
Nope.
Rhea is gonna fire her heavy crossbow at the thing, hit for 2 points of damage. And then we are back to Dagon.
Walking PC 14.
Failed. 10 acid damage. He had 9 hit points left.
He was taking all kinds of hits there.
Right? Wow, you just peppered that guy. He didn't stand a chance. I was worried about sending that fourth fight at you, even in your depleted state, but turns out that I don't think you even needed the short rest there on that fight. So congratulations, you have now cleared the Cathedral of the Wandering Bands of Demons, and you should have earned a little respite from their incursions, at least for the time being, so you are more free to go down and explore these catacombs.
So this is daylight here, so we can't do stealth detecting, right?
As long as something has a line of sight on you, you can't, the darkness isn't going to provide any cover. Your stealthing would be to move quietly. Maybe people wouldn't hear you coming.
Okay.
But you also know that this is supposed to be a sanctuary. There are people hiding down here. It didn't look like any of the demons had found that hatch. In fact, they were about to, but you quickly squashed that. So good on you.
All right, let's go down the stairs.
Down the stairs. Yeah, feel free to move your tokens anywhere. I'll read once you get into an area that has some description.
I can send Raven down there.
So over here, your Raven sees a small isolated tomb that opens up at the end of a flight of broad stairs. The body of a young woman lies on a bier that's spelled B-I-E-R. And a gleaming greatsword is at her side.
Ooh,
Let's check it out.
Beer.
big sword.
Right.
Can anyone detect magic? Is it a magic sword?
I think I can ritually.
Evil.
Is it a trap?
I can ritually cast it.
Do we want to take 10 minutes and see if this sword is magic?
Anybody want to make a history check? I might be able to tell you who she is.
That's what I was going to ask.
Right?
I should say I have good history, so let me give that a whirl.
Did you want to try 2, Joby 1?
Yeah, sure.
Look at that, crushing it. All right. So years before the companion appeared in the sky above Elturel, a young red dragon made life miserable for the residents. It ate livestock, burned crops, and demanded tribute. Then one day, a scruffy-looking, unarmored woman wielding a greatsword marched up to the dragon and hacked at the beast with mighty swings. Before the stunned creature could fly away, she slew it, and a startled and overwhelmed populace rushed toward the woman to thank her. But as they approached, she fell dead. The unknown woman was laid to rest in this special place in the cathedral, and her body is never decomposed. Her non-magical greatsword was placed at her side. Rumors suggest that she was an incarnation of Torm, or that Torm's essence had filled her and inspired her to defeat the threat. So there's a little history for you.
Huh. Well, yeah. Can I investigate the monument to see if there's any secret doors or anything?
Sure, yeah. You can do it with advantage because we'll assume everybody's kind of helping you check it out. Perception or investigation, your call. All right. So you didn't see anything. You did a fairly thorough check and feel good that you're not missing anything.
It's at advantage though.
Right.
Does anyone want a greatsword? Does anyone use a greatsword?
Good question.
I do not.
But is this like a museum relic? Isn't that like a shrine kind of thing?
Well, this is like a shrine to that unknown woman in the catacombs, which otherwise, contain all sorts of bodies.
You want me to do the detect magic just to be safe? Because it'll be up for, after 10 minutes, it'll be up for 10 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
We'll take the 10 minutes and put it up. It gives me a 30-foot radius.
Yeah, not picking up anything. Except the wall sconces, with the continual flame.
Okay.
So the great sword is just a normal sword, right? It's not magical or anything like
It's
that.
non-magical, that's correct.
Okay.
And I want you all to know that my wife confiscated my Skittles.
What is wrong with her?
Bad.
She's looking out.
All the things to take away from you.
For her to do that, how many were you actually eating?
Well, I told her I had eaten them at work half the afternoon. I was eating them again.
Bag a day?
Listen, I have a problem. I'm usually not
What
a
is
big candy
so
guy,
good?
but my God, I love Skittles.
What did your dentist say? Did he say, look, we have to give you
I'll tell you, this is
film
funny.
and all the candy?
So my dentist said that, oh, I do really good with my brushing. And she says, do you eat any crunchy food? Because she's thinking it's going to clean my teeth or whatever. And I said, do Skittles count as crunchy? She said, no, they don't.
That's funny.
Oh man.
All right, so you got the Crypt of the Unknown Warrior. And you've got other entrances to the north and south. Or exits, entrances, egresses, hallways, corridors.
You want to scout with the birdie?
Sure.
Where'd that raven? There it is. All right. Yeah, so you've got a couple of stairs going down off the north end of this hallway. You can kind of see into this room a little bit. Let me tell you what you can see there. There's a large oval table made of red oak fills the center of this room and is surrounded by 40 comfortable chairs.
Mm.
Other than that, an unremarkable room.
Do you want to kind of bring your detect magic around?
Sure. Well, what's that?
Ooh, you can see that from there, huh?
See what? What are we looking at?
Yeah.
So what you're looking into, Kyle, from up there, is a large crypt area. And standing there is a haggard woman, her gray hair matted with sweat. With one arm she clutches a leather-bound tome to her breast. In the other hand she wields a ceremonial mace that would probably shatter if it struck anything harder than a pillow.
Does she look like she's fighting or just standing there?
Standing there, like being vigilant. Let's see if she notices you. Passive perception 12. So if you don't want to be noticed by her, make a stealth check.
Yeah, she saw him.
Yep.
I have to say, where do you see her?
Yeah, I
Like
don't see anything.
north or south? Because I don't see anyone.
It's all a game of angles. If you stand right where Kiel is standing, or Kyle is standing right here, you should be able to see what he's seeing down here.
Oh, so to the south of him.
Right.
Or, no, I don't see it on this token. That's...
Oh, maybe it's because he has crazy dark vision
Oh.
or something.
I do have dark vision. I have the goggles on.
Right, and that gives you what, like 120 feet or 300 feet?
I have no clue. Give me a second. I don't have to.
Let me see.
Oh, is he the headlights of this campaign?
Yeah, he might be. He might be.
It says only 60.
I think that's definitely better than mine. If I even have it. Do I? I think I should have it.
Unless, we're in daylight mode though.
Right, that's why, right. And there is light, so.
Alright. I guess that's what we've seen. Should we head down there? There are supposed to be friendlies down here.
Sure.
You want me to take the lead?
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Okay, Raven just spotted her.
So these crypts house the remains of numerous worshippers and servants of Torm interred over the past century. Currently, more than 100 frightened survivors of the attack on High Hall are hiding here, waiting for their doom. Standing between them and death is a lone acolyte who introduces herself as Feria Jinx. With all the cathedral's priests dead and no one of higher authority to help her, she has been doing her best to keep the people calm and quiet. A simple sage and an expert on possession and exorcism, she is only just starting her career as a servant of Torm. Now, the book in Feria's possession is titled The Tome of the Creed Resolute. Feria took the tome from the cathedral to safeguard it. The book is a record of everyone who has taken the Creed Resolute Oath, which is every citizen of Elturel who's able to read and write. Actually, that's not even necessary. You have to recite the oath verbally, so I suppose they don't even have to read, because they don't sign it either when you... an interesting thing about this book, written on the first page of the book, is the oath. But the rest of the book is filled with signatures, all of which look like they were written by the same hand. When a citizen of Elturgard places a hand on the book and recites the oath, its name magically appears in the book as a signature. The book can magically gain new pages as needed to accommodate new signatures.
And what oath is this?
The Creed Resolute. This was an oath that all the citizens of Elturel took to basically swear their allegiance in defending Elturel by officially becoming a defender.
Okay, so it just says it gives you nothing out of it. You just gonna swear to protect the place if you do that.
Right. But
Okay.
you know from the infernal contract that you got out of the infernal puzzle box, that one of the ways it was worded in the contract that Thavius Krieg had authored with Zariel is anyone sworn to defend Elturel is officially part of the deal. So by getting every citizen of the city to swear to defend it, he condemned them all to this fate that has dragged them down here.
I wonder if we destroy the book, we destroy their oath.
Maybe the woman knows more about that?
Feria?
Yeah.
I asked her that.
So other bits of interest here in this room. Two wide fonts contain water that has been blessed by priests, enough to fill 50 flasks with holy water.
Damn.
Now, anybody who is checking out these fonts can make an investigation check. Ooh, fancy, crushing it on investigation. Look at that. That was just a 19. That wasn't even a crit. So you notice a detail in the stonework around one of the fonts that covers a secret tunnel.
Well, looky what I found.
I'm dumping out my water skins and filling them with holy water.
Very good.
Do I see any flask or anything like that around, Dan?
Let me look real quickly. I'm gonna say no. So it would be whatever you had on you. If you wanted to empty some potions of healing to fill them with holy water instead. But
I'm
you
gonna
certainly.
empty my.
Sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I'm gonna empty this and use it.
You all should have a water skin, which you certainly can empty and fill. Weird flesh in a jar of pickling fluid from a rick.
You gave it to me.
That was from the Rick and Morty game. So yeah, you've this looks like you've found an escape tunnel, accessible beneath one of the holy water fonts. The tunnel goes on for some distance, and you can't make out what's at the end. The light doesn't kind of cover the tunnel. And that's it. If you want to mess with this tunnel, maybe you want to
Send in the bird.
right? Now, before you even get to mess with that, Feria Jinx, the acolyte who was here doing her best to keep everybody calm and quiet, tells you that Grand Duke Ravengard took a group of guards to the city's Grand Cemetery to investigate the proliferation of undead in that area. As well, Ravengard was hoping that a holy relic in the cemetery chapel called the Helm of Torm's Sight might provide some awareness into Elturel's dire circumstances and possible salvation. You'll remember Grand Duke Ravengard is the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate and leader of the Flaming Fist. You actually had accompanied him here to Elturel before, it was dragged into hell on a diplomatic mission way back when. So he's somebody that you've met personally. So anyway, he's not here at the cathedral anymore. He's gone to the Grand Cemetery to check out what's going on with all these undead and to find the Helm of Torm's Sight. Now, Feria and the others expected Ravengard back hours ago. She is now worried that some terrible fate has befallen the Duke.
And how would we get there?
So, let's see. Elturel map. Here we go. So if you look at the map of Elturel, you're in the High Hall right now. The Grand Cemetery is on the west side of the city.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that until we get a long rest.
Can we ask her where the secret tunnel leads to?
She didn't even know it was there, so she doesn't know, right? Now, Feria suggests that you all get in a good rest and then go to the cemetery to search for Ravengard and his retinue.
Hey guys, why don't we take a long rest?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Sounds good to me.
Anyone got any protection spells for rest?
Anybody got a tiny hut?
No.
I almost took one. I suppose I could turn it into.
Could rest down here and take watches if we're.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
Yeah, that works.
Standard watch. I can let you guys get in a rest. You're in a relatively safe area, and you dealt with the devils that were trying to get in here, so you've earned a long rest.
All right, we'll take it.
Okay, we will rest.
I needed that because I was out of cannons.
Can't be
That's
out of
just
cannons.
like-
Hey, you know what? I'm out of diet soda. I'll be right back.
I was out of everything.
Yeah, me too.
I think I had 1 second wind, and that was it. Hell,
With that short rest, I got action surge back, so I had second wind and action surge.
So it says sorcerer. I don't really get much besides hit points back on a short rest.
Yeah, same.
one there.
Can I steal a kiss?
I never thought I'd actually run a cannon out of charges instead of running out of time with it.
I'm gonna sit on my leg, and I'm gonna regret it in 5 minutes. But I like sitting on my leg. All right. So everybody get a
Alright.
long rest in?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Now, the question. Do you want to explore the rest of these catacombs, or do you think you've found what you needed and just want to move on?
Did anyone fill up their flask with the holy water?
I got
Did
some
anybody
holy
do it?
water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe before we leave.
I have a flask of holy water.
We could also go back upstairs and use the holy water on that.
Oh,
Whatever
to
it was.
cleanse it? Yeah, the concentrated. Yeah. That might be beneficial.
Yeah, you can do that.
Do we want to check this place out completely first, or are we good down here?
I can, in the interest of not boring you too much, I can tell you that there's not too much of this to explore. And really, there's only 2 or 3 rooms that have anything interesting going on. Everything else is just like vaults used for holding bodies waiting to be interred. But the only bodies present are the people who died when the city was drawn to Avernus. There's also some recessed mausoleums all about, and in them you find frightened commoners hiding. But other than those rooms, the 3 rooms of interest there's a room called the Hall of Scholars up here. You can see my ping. There is the Temple of the Highest back here. And you could have gotten all this information from Feria. We'll just say that you're asking Feria about the catacombs and she's telling you what she knows. So the temple back here, it's a large temple used for private ceremonies. And hell, maybe there's only 2, because you already found the big table room. You found, yeah, so just 2 rooms. The Temple of the Highest and the Hall of Scholars.
Check those, then head up, fix the altar, and then go to the graveyard?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Alright, so when you look at the Hall of Scholars, this crypt holds the bones of those who served Torm and Elturel through their knowledge instead of their magic or skill at arms. Teachers, engineers, sages, and other public servants. Plain stone shelves in the 11 alcoves each hold 1 set of remains. So all these little bumps in the walls are alcoves that contain bodies.
Is there anything magic? Can you throw that back up?
I will take the 10 minutes and cast it.
Alright. I believe a potion of greater healing, I shouldn't have even mentioned that, but a potion Probably comes up as detect magic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In that case, behind the bones on one shelf, you find 9 red amethysts and a potion of greater healing.
Ooh. Red amethyst. That's interesting.
But they're not magical. It's just a potion that's magical.
Just the potion, right?
Oh,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I look good on one fancy's fancy.
Sorry, before we leave, I was just wondering, since we have the holy water, do we want to fix that altar upstairs?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that
Okay.
Yeah,
after we look around down
Before
here.
we leave, at least, yeah.
Right, it's on the way out.
Yep.
Now you said the other room was.
It's down here. Right. This is the Temple of the Highest. This large temple was used for private ceremonies involving the most powerful and respected figures in El Terrell. Each of the semicircular alcoves here contains an elaborate upright sarcophagus. And to save you the trick, there is, or save you the time, there is magic coming out of one of the 12 sarcophaguses.
Yeah, because that would still be up.
Here. This sarcophagus right here.
I'm going to check it, make sure it's not trapped or anything before I open it.
Okay. You can do a perception check. Ooh, nice. So, definitely don't notice any traps.
I'm going to look at Marielle and say, hey, want to do the mage hand thing?
Sure.
Well, the sarcophagus is locked with a complex locking mechanism, and it's going to take a DC 20 dexterity check made with thieves' tools.
I can do that. I can actually do it with my mage hand.
Holy shnikes, you crushed it. Alright. So, unfortunately, this sarcophagus contains a mummy.
Oh. A magical mummy?
Ah, that's cute.
Are you my mummy?
Are you my mummy? So, he attacks as soon as the coffin is open, so everybody roll for initiative.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, so it's a bad mummy.
Not a friendly mummy.
But it is like... Oh, is Rhea going with you? Yeah, I guess Ray is still with you now. Seltern and Trevik are going to stay and help defend the refugees here that are hiding out. We'll put.
And we're leaving our entourage. We're also leaving the entourage of people we had.
Right, all the unmarked tokens, because it just would have taken forever. You had like 20 people in tow, didn't you?
At least.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's everybody. Let's descending order, and Muriel, you get to go first. There's a mummy.
Okay, I will shoot it.
All right. Sneak attack applies because you got Kyle next to him. So, and that's magical. So it hits for a total of 19 damage.
Yep. And I'll back up.
All right, Mr. Raven.
Okay, Raven will go harass the mummy.
Harassing the mummy. Salim. We can move you way over here. You want me to move you
Yeah, I
back?
was about to say I did move my token. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's
about
alright.
that.
We were kind of half in Theater of the Mind, half in map mode, so.
Yep. So thank you for doing that, because that would have been a fun
On my
track.
turn,
I
I
would
dash
want
again.
double dashing. No. Okay. So I'm gonna, because I want to conserve my spells here. I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt.
16 hits for 8 fire damage. And they're vulnerable to fire, so he takes double damage.
Oh hell
Nice.
yeah!
16.
Something actually vulnerable to fire in Avernus.
Alright, so, let's see. He is going to use the Dreadful Glare. And let's get everybody else moved. Who else do we got to move? We got to move, what, Marcus and Dagon and Fancy, right? Let's get you over here. There you go. So let's see, who's the mummy going to attack? He's got Kyle right next to him, and Kyle is the one who he first saw. So I guess he'll try to hit you with his Dreadful Glare. Let me change it so you can see it. Dreadful Glare. So that is Kyle. Make a wisdom save. Okay, you failed it by 5 or more. So you are frightened and paralyzed until the end of the mummy's next turn. Let's do frightened. What's frightened? Frightened. And paralyzed, which is this weird looking face. And when you're paralyzed, you're also incapacitated. Alright.
That just sounds painful.
So, okay, so there goes the Dreadful Glare. Now you are paralyzed, so attack rolls against you have advantage, and any hit that was in 5 feet of you is automatically a critical. So he's got advantage on his Rotting Fist attack. And he hits with a 23. And I've got to double all the damage, right? So let me roll the attack again to do. So what? This is a bad one. This hurts. This is 24 bludgeoning and 20 necrotic. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 12 Constitution saving throw or be cursed with mummy rot.
Oh my goodness.
First time?
So a Constitution saving throw 6. All right, you are cursed with mummy rot. The cursed target
What?
can't regain hit points, and its hit point maximum decreases by 10.
Holy
Unless you
shit.
want me to
Oh
roll
my
the
gosh.
3d6. You want to take the 10 or take a chance with the dice?
I'll just take the 10 for right now.
Okay. All right, yeah. So, ouch. Mummy hits hard.
Oh,
Fancy.
oh wait. Can I? Is it too late
To,
for me to silvery barbs? One of those?
and that's when somebody succeeds on an attack roll, right?
Yeah.
And it just makes them re-roll it.
Yeah.
All
They
right.
lose it. They'd still have advantage, though, wouldn't they?
They would. They would still have advantage.
Less damage.
Yeah, I'll try it.
What did he get? So he rolled a 6. So that means the attack would have
Miss.
but advantage, right? Right. 18. So it still
Oh,
hits.
okay.
And it's still a
Bummer.
crit.
Actually,
Oh, does well? It's plus 5 too. So that 18 is a 23.
okay, but if it wasn't a +5, I would have shielded.
Right. Ouch. So yeah, Mummy hits hard, and then we go to Fancy.
Dissonant Whispers.
I feel like that should have been a song by some 80s band, isn't it?
I wrote it. It's a good one.
Alright, wisdom save for the Mummy. Wisdom. He does not have magic resistance. Mummy, not as challenging as you'd think. I thought you were like in bad shape when a mummy appeared, but they're only challenge rating 3.
I beg to differ right at the moment.
He can hit like a truck, especially if he paralyzes you. But all right. So Fancy, he takes 12 psychic damage.
Yeah, it immediately uses its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows it.
Because it's frightened, right?
Yeah, it's frightened.
It is immune to the frightened condition.
I don't think Dissonant Whispers is cause frightened. I think it's just part of the spell.
Doesn't say anything
Oh,
about
psychic
frightened.
damage. No, it doesn't say anything about it.
Okay, all right.
Must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Away from Fancy.
Yeah, it's like a psychic damage I did to it.
Got it. All right, so I applied the
Like
12
surgery.
damage.
Brain surgery.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's, no, 4. He can only move 4 squares, 20 feet. So that's as far as he gets. And I don't think anyone got an op attack because Kyle was down, right? Alright, so Fancy did 12 points of damage, caused him to get away from Kyle, so there's that, and then we go to Dagon.
And he's vulnerable to fire? Is that correct? Or
Vulnerable to fire, you figured out. Big dusty mummy.
it's pretty hard on the charge on that.
Did you roll anything, Dagon?
No, I'm just a one. I'm gonna use the silver foil. No.
Ooh, alright. And that's silvered,
Foil.
but it only matters if it's magical for him.
Okay.
So 4 points of damage. Alright. Kyle, death save. There's a success, Marcus.
Okay, where it says he can't regain hit points, I assume that's magical as well as natural.
Correct, I think.
So there's no real point in trying to heal him. Okay.
Right. Yeah, there's no real.
Did it
Okay.
say how to remove the mummy curse?
That part I don't know either. Oh, remove curse spell or other magic.
Does anybody have what's that called? Stay the Dead or
I've got a bunch of things, but I don't think anything that's going to help.
that one cantrip where they don't die, but they
Oh,
don't
spare
heal
the
either.
dying.
Right.
Yeah, spare the dying.
Can't regain hit points. How's he supposed to regain consciousness?
Yeah, that's the other question.
I mean,
Although I do have Revivify, so if he dies, I can fix that.
right. How? Yeah,
Would holy water remove a curse?
I don't think so.
What's that?
Well, let's put this guy down anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Dexterity of Sacred Flame, so that is the mummy, not very dexterous. Fails, takes 9 radiant damage, has 7 hit points left, and collapses in a dusty pile of bone and rags. Now, you may have lost a Kael, but you've gained Braces of Defense and a yellow diamond elemental gem.
Ooh,
Bracers of defense.
that's good for someone who doesn't wear armor, right? What about Salim? Doesn't Salim have a really bad armor class?
I have no armor, so yes.
I think
Wait,
that
did you just
might
get,
be
like,
a
studded
Salim
armor?
thing.
I can't wear any armor.
I'm going to do a quick little 5e search mummy rock. Like, can you spend hit dice?
+2 to AC. If you're wearing no armor, using no shield.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a Salim thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of just eyeing it like, please, let me have this.
Yeah, 'cause-
I'm a baby. I have no. I have nothing.
I think they should go to Salim.
Yeah,
That's
that's kind of a no-brainer right there.
yeah, Dan, because the way I take that, I'm unconscious, and if I don't get a remove curse, I'm done.
Right. At that, every 10 hours, you'll just lose more hit points. Right? That's how
Yeah.
you look at
Every
it.
Yeah.
10 or 24 hours.
Wait, okay, so I added it to my equipment. I have it active, but it's not registering that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not seeing an AC increase on my sheet.
Do you have to
Okay.
attune to them?
You have to-
Yeah, good turn.
No.
Yeah, you have to attune to it.
There we go. Okay, thank you. I thought it would automatically, when you hit active, that it would automatically attune it.
So I have access to remove curse, but it would require another long rest.
Can I ask? So I'm also seeing a yellow diamond. Blah blah blah. I'm sorry, I can't talk. Yellow diamond elemental gem. What do we know about that?
Does anyone have identify?
So, the gem contains a mote of elemental energy, and when you use an action to break the gem, an earth elemental is summoned, as if you had cast the conjure elemental spell.
Cool.
Does anyone want to hold on to that?
Says,
Or
give you a +2 bonus to AC if you're wearing no armor and using no shield.
Yeah, so Salim has the bracers. Who wants the gem? I'm in an earth element.
maybe Fancy?
Oh yeah,
Or
Fancy needs an emergency
bodyguard type.
bodyguard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make me bust out the bodyguard.
Okay.
He's gonna be played by Kevin Costner. He's protecting me.
He's gonna have webbed feet.
You never did check out that secret tunnel.
Yeah, so we don't know what to do about this.
About the mummy
Mummy
rod,
rod?
right? So, let's try to make this more manageable. Let's say that spending hit dice does cause you to regain hit points. I'll also rule that a potion of healing could help you regain hit points. But we'll say magic doesn't.
Alright, I have a potion of healing.
Right?
I will give Kyle a potion of healing. I actually have
Can
a
I-
couple of.
Did we decide anything about giving him holy water?
I don't
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
holy water is
Conscious.
going to help in this, but if somebody was trained in medicine, a medicine kit could help.
Well, I can do that.
To do that instead of the potion?
Yeah, because that healer's kit is, I think, considered magic.
Okay.
with my feet.
I'll take my potion back.
What I did is I just did a quick search for 5e mummy rot, and I found a Reddit post about how to make it more manageable. So I'm kind of like live reading it, making an arbitrary ruling as I go. But that was kind of some of the stuff I was seeing in the ways to make mummy rot a little bit more manageable than just being unconscious until you die.
Yeah, I was starting to think of a new character.
Right.
Well, that wouldn't happen. I mean, all we need is another long rest, and I can fix it.
Right. So I guess that just means that we're in another long rest situation, right? We're going to put off for another 8 hours, go into the cemetery,
Pretty much all we can do, I think.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I get hit, I'm out and I can't be healed.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, while you're doing another long rest, you do check out that tunnel, and it leads from under the cathedral catacombs away from the high hall. But the tunnel now ends at a gaping hole in the floating chunk of rock that is to which El Terrell clings, some 500 feet above the river Styx. As you look down, you can see again a massive conflagration between demons and devils playing out on the shores of the river Styx.
So what would happen if you start dumping holy water out this opening down onto all of them?
It would probably annoy them.
These are just the things I think about.
All right, and with that, you have thoroughly explored the High Hall catacombs. Why don't you all take yourself up to... Let me make sure I'm not remembering this wrong. You should all go to 6th level.
All right.
Oh, yay.
Ooh.
That's gonna take me a second.
Class levels up.
So, just to be clear, since we're leveling up now, we won't technically get the... Will we get the benefits till our next long rest? Or...
No, we'll say that you leveled up right before this long rest.
After the mummy attack.
And while you guys level up your characters, I'll set up your tokens.
While we're taking a pause here, just let you know, Dan, I will not be here next week.
Oh, okay, very good. Doing
I'm
something
going
fun.
whitewater rafting in Yosemite.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
yeah.
fun.
Oh.
I did some whitewater rafting years ago when I was a teenager, and I loved it. My wife thinks I'm trying to kill her, though, if I'm trying to take her on a whitewater rafting trip right now. You can't get rid of me that easy.
This is going to be my first time, and I've been told with all the snow that we've gotten over here, to be pretty fun and deadly.
Nice,
So.
nice.
Let's say I've been twice. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
I keep recalling that Kevin Bacon movie, River Wild, so I've
Right.
been kind of hesitant, but
I remember.
All right. I see where everybody's entering from now. Let me come back here. We want to grab all your tokens. We want Fancy and Rhea and Celine and Marcus and the Crow and Kyle and Muriel. Is that everybody? Yeah, I think so. Okay, copy.
Dan, can you drop me an owl?
You got it. Where's the owl? Oh, is the owl something new?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to set up an owl then for you. Let me find owl. Creatures. Nope. There's no owl in the game. We're gonna have to bring one in. Owl. Now we got an owl and a raven. Alright, now I come back here. And I'm going to put the owl in the party. We can change it so that it's in Kael's journal. It can be edited and controlled by Kael. Alright. Here is your owl.
Thank you.
Oh. Make sure you can control it and open up a sheet and everything. See through its eyes, right? I gotta make sure that it has vision. It's got vision on, okay. 120 feet of night vision. So when you guys are all set, just let me know.
You see my new feat on roll 20?
Oh, let me see. Feat Elemental Adept. When you gain this feat, you gain the following benefits. Spells you cast ignore resistance to fire damage. Nice! Nice! So all these demons that have resistance to fire damage, but some of them have immunity to fire damage, so...
Yeah. I thought that was good, and then I saw the immunity, but I figured it'd still help.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt. I would imagine not a lot of things have damage immunities, well, except demons and devils, and you're going to be fighting a lot of them, so... You guys are getting up there in level, so the challenges are scaling up as well. So, you guys ready to make your way to the Grand Cemetery and try to search for Grand Duke Ravengard?
Yeah.
Alright. So, I'm sorry, what was that? Okay. The 10-foot-high brass fence that once surrounded El Terrell Cemetery has fallen in numerous places, and a wide gate allowing access to the grounds has been torn from its hinges. Let me get you guys on We'll get you over here on this map. And we'll put you right over here. Severed humanoid body parts adorn the spikes atop the fence posts, and some of these body parts wriggle and writhe as if undead, twitching in concert with the lightning that flashes from the corrupted companion above El Terrell. Cracked gravestones and crumbling monuments are scattered across the cemetery grounds, whose center is occupied by a chapel dedicated to Lathander Torm Helm Tyr. That once holy structure now glows with a fetid purple radiance. Okay, so... As you draw near the chapel, you can see there are 3 minotaur skeletons patrolling, looking to attack any intruders. let me get you over onto a new map. It puts us all right here. And you can see the Minotaur skeletons now in your path.
So I guess we're going to be going through those before. I can cast a spell before we go into combat, right? And it's a buff, not it's a 10-minute protection from evil and good.
Let me check their senses again. What are their senses? 60-foot dark vision. It's light. So I'd say you're still 60 foot away. Maybe not technically according to the tokens, but the map just isn't that large. But we'll put you outside of the range of their dark vision, and so we'll say you have spotted them, but they have not spotted you yet.
All I see is black.
Because I don't have Dagon. Look at that. Okay.
Hmm.
Let's go get Dagon. I forgot poor Dagon.
Dagon's still asleep.
Where is he? Let me come back here. Dagon, where did you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. There you go.
Ah, thank you.
And I'm going to protect. I'm on Dagon. I'm going to cast protection from evil and good.
Awesome. I was just going to ask for that. Thank you.
Casting it through the owl.
All right. So, what do you want to do about these Minotaur skeletons? They seem to be guarding the chapel.
We're going to go at him, right?
Take him out.
But Dagon going first, since he's got anyone attacks him at disadvantage.
Now, let's move everybody back up here. All right. We'll just say the road goes back up that far. Yeah, and that puts you right at the edge of their dark vision. No, it's not dark, so it's a moot point. Ooh, how did you get that super reaction? I'm jealous.
I think you get 2 of them. It said.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You get 2 free ones.
Oh, you got to pay for them? Forget that.
No, you get 2 of them for free.
That's how they get you.
And then after that, you have to pay for them. Yeah.
So you guys think we'll have Dagon going first, and then we'll just do our thing?
So am I trying to sneak forward?
I put protection from good and evil on you, so you just try to get close to them. So if they swing at you, it's at disadvantage.
Yeah, but we haven't rolled for initiative.
Dan will do that once you get so close.
Right. Yeah, I mean, at this point now we can roll, because now they clearly can see Dagon approaching, so.
And I have disadvantage on stealth. My shiny bright armor,
Right.
heavy armor.
Very clanky, very shiny.
Just taking a stroll and wanting to see what's up.
Right.
My god, my initiative rolls tonight have been beefing it.
I was having technical difficulties, but I'm back.
Oh, excellent. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. All right, I think that's everybody. Muriel with the first action here as Dagon begins to close in on the Minotaurs.
So what's happening? I wasn't seeing anything that was going on.
So you had left the High Hall Cathedral and made your trip, thankfully uneventfully, from the High Hall Cathedral over to the Grand Cemetery. You could see this chapel at the center of the cemetery, and that there are some minotaur skeletons guarding it.
Okay, and we're deciding to attack them?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, then I will shoot one of them. Shoot the closest one.
Okay, what armor class are they? They are armor class 12, so that is a hit, but no sneaky damage, just the 7
Nope.
piercing. Alright, and on the lead one, I take it?
Yeah, this one.
7 piercing damage. Excellent, alright. Dagon.
Alright,
Here, let me help you out. Let's go over here. Grab this. So yeah, you can get all 3.
alright.
I should have nerfed this thing.
You were far enough. Yeah. So if I aim it right in the middle,
It'll get all 3.
it'll go for them.
Yep.
Okay. And let's say hi.
Okay, so a fail, a success, and a fail. Oh, wait, no. DC 21, 3 fails. Alright.
That's full damage. Or are they immune?
Nope, they have no such immunity or resistance. So they take, all 3 of them take 29 fire damage.
And I'm gonna move closer. I'm not that close.
Alright. I'm so fancy.
Alright, I'm gonna viciously mock this longhorn down here.
Viciously mock away. 6 on the wisdom save. So that's 4 psychic damage, and he has to run away? No.
Disadvantage on next attack.
Disadvantage, right. I can't keep the dissonant whispers and vicious mockery. I always get them mixed up. Alright, so Fancy did the 4 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll. Let me mark him so I actually remember that. Disadvantage on his next attack roll. Now we got this guy here who's going to charge 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He can't quite make it. Damn it. So he charged right at you, Dagon, and he's barreling down on you, but he didn't make it all the way. So we go to Mr. Owl.
Yeah, I was going to move up, but he's not going to go in this time.
Alright, Minotaur skeleton here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He had enough to get there. $23 hit
14.
Dagon.
Just.
12 piercing damage.
And strength
Take an
saving.
extra 2d8. So 7 more piercing damage.
He's at disadvantage hitting him because he has protection from good and evil up.
Ah,
So does that affect the gore as well?
It affects the attack roll. Could.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, he hit anyway, right. We'll keep the damage from the
Yeah,
first one. So a
okay.
total of 19 damage and a strength saving throw.
19 damage. And strength. 14. Damn.
All right, just made it. So you are not knocked prone and pushed 10 feet. You held your ground against a vicious charge, and we go to Kyle, who's got mummy rot.
Well, we did the long rest for the curse cure, didn't we?
Oh, that's right, right. I forgot
Yep,
the
yep.
long rest was to do that, right?
Yep.
I was like, uh oh.
There's still some like leftover traces on.
Right, yeah. You got a little something on your face.
Oh, I'm gonna miss with the first attack,
Intentionally, just to lull them into a false
and then I'm gonna try to shoot him with the other one.
All right, 17
On the lead one.
for 19 force damage. 19. All right, that's it.
That's what I got.
Good enough, Marcus.
Okay. Healing word on Dagon.
7 back for
Thank you,
Dagon.
sir.
1 second. Is that right? Should be +3 to that as well.
So 10 total.
10 because of this.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Gives that little extra kick.
Just a little bit. It adds up.
All right, and that's it for Marcus, right?
Yep.
All right, Mr. Raven.
Okay, Raven will give the help action on this Minotaur.
Salim.
Let's see. Oh, okay, they're not far. I'm gonna assume they're not smart. So let's see what. I'm gonna do the closest guy here to me.
All right,
Mind
he
sliver.
definitely failed. Takes 5 psychic.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Minus on a saving throw? Was that mind sliver?
He gets a D4 off his next saving throw.
Right. Okay. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Here comes the charge at Marcus.
I don't.
And he's got
Uh-oh.
it at disadvantage. 13?
That's a miss.
All right. Now that takes care of the disadvantage, so let me take that off of him.
It worked.
Right? Yeah, it saved you from a hit.
Yep.
All right. And what was that? That was Fancies, right? That was the Dissonant Whispers.
I work behind the scenes.
Right? All right, Muriel.
All right. Okay, I guess. Okay, nobody used the advantage, so I'm going to shoot this guy with advantage. Ooh,
Nice. Sneak attack applies, so 21. All right, and if that's it for Muriel, we are at Dagon.
Well, I don't like this guy ignoring me. Well, if I move right here, would that be given an opportunity attack on this one?
Nope.
Or would I still be?
No, I think you'd be alright.
And then that put me in flanking, right?
Yes, it does.
So, take my warhammer and get his attention. With a whopping +2 is 15.
15 hits. 10 bludgeoning. He's vulnerable to bludgeoning. Smash those skeleton bones. Skelebone stew. What do you got, Fancy? I'm sorry, Dagon didn't have any.
No, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after this guy. Dissonant Whispers again.
All right, let's do it again. Fancy's greatest hits. 17.
I think that might do. I could be wrong though.
Is Dissonant Whispers a cantrip or a first level spell?
This is first level.
Oh, okay, so he probably takes half damage, right?
Yeah. On a failed save, it takes 3d6. No, I don't think it takes. Oh wait, no. On a successful save time, it takes half. Yeah.
Okay, great. 6 points of damage, and then we. That's it for Fancy. We'll go to this Minotaur. Let's see. He's got to move in a straight line, so he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's going to move 10 feet forward, 25, 30. All right, so he's getting another charge in on Dagon. 23.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage still? Oh, because of the spell, right.
Yep.
14 miss, okay.
Misses.
Mr. Owl.
Gonna come in on the one that just tried to gore, do the help action, fly back to where he was.
All right.
Do I have to roll again for that? For this, the charge?
No, because he missed, so he's got to hit. If he's got to move 10 feet toward you and hit with a gore attack on the same turn to trigger that. So, so this guy here, he's already standing right next to you. He is not going to step back just to charge you because he'd provoke an opportunity attack. So he's just going to try to gore you from where he sits. And he
Just a,
it's a 22.
That misses.
22 misses. Okay. Kyle.
yeah, the first one I'm going to shoot is the one that looks the weakest in the back.
Got it. Ooh, no.
So we have to go to the bonus action on him.
16 hits for 11 force.
And that's it.
I think another one is going down. Yep. Mittamachus.
All right. I'll Sacred Flame it. Well, Jesus.
Sacred Flame, dexterity save. 10, 3 radiant damage. Alright, Mr. Raven.
No. I guess he'll just stay where he is and use the help against that one.
Alright. Celine.
Okay. I'm gonna hit these guys with. Okay, I'm gonna just spread out a little bit. I'm gonna move over here. And this guy's 30 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna... Okay, you know what? I'm also gonna hit him with Dissonant Whispers. Inspired by Fancy. I'm gonna
Right.
take his lead.
It's a cover song. Alright, 12 psychic damage, which he takes. And again, Dissonant does what?
So he's running away.
Running away. Alright.
Oh, that's the opportunity attack one.
Yep.
Alright.
I believe Dagon and Marcus should be able to get off attacks.
Yeah, I think so. I think both.
Also, I don't know if the Raven can do that also.
No.
Sure.
Raven can't attack.
I knew that was pushing it, but it'd be funny if he could.
No, there was the help action on those birds, with both birds on that animal, that guy.
12 hits. So,
Okay.
bludgeoning. He's vulnerable to bludgeoning. So that's 10 and 14. 24. He's got 23 hit points left.
Ooh.
Vulnerability to bludgeoning brought him down.
Not very smart to run away.
All right. So the city's descent into Avernus has taken its toll on this once beautiful chapel. Nearly all the stained glass windows along the outside walls have been smashed, and the main doors hang open. No sign of any other creatures in or around the building can be seen.
There's somebody down there. Is that something outside, or is my bird looking through windows?
I think your bird is looking through windows. I think there are more Minotaur skeletons spotted inside.
Yep.
Well, we've got 9 minutes left on that protection from evil.
All right, let's go. Clear it up.
I'm gonna go in and crash the door down.
I've gone ahead and opened the dynamic lighting on the doors because it said the doors hang open. So I don't know why they closed them, but I opened them for you. Now, here on this other external part of the building, there are carved pillars resembling heroes of Elturel's past, decorating this white marble patio leading into the main chapel. The dark mahogany doors are ajar, and the remains of the patio's windows have spread shattered and stained glass everywhere.
Like it's been attacked?
Lulu should be with you, shouldn't she?
Yes, actually, Lulu was with us at one point.
I don't know why the hell I've lost Lulu, but I'm going to put her in with the parties rather
And
than
Lulu.
the creatures. Right.
Rhea.
Little elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did put I almost said Leia. Rhea on the map. She's just behind you. I hadn't moved her token down, but I'm going to make sure we don't miss Lulu again, because Lulu's an important companion in all this.
Who's Lulu?
Little golden elephant that we met back in the city.
Has
Wait, it's
got a
amnesia.
great memory.
But like is trying to remember why they're from Baldur's Gate. Like they had to run away, and then like they lost their memory, and we brought them back. We're trying to help them with their memory.
I don't think I was here for that.
I think she's the one that's going to lead us to where we need to go.
Oh.
Yeah, so let's drop Lulu down here. There's Lulu.
Oh.
Right? Little Huffalump.
Yeah.
All right. Again, these pillars are carved resembling heroes. Anybody trained in history, or just particularly good at it, can make a check.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle. So, you can remember the name of one of the heroes represented by the carved pillars. And let's see, how good did you do? You did 17? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, you technically remembered 7 out of 8 of the names.
Head bit of intelligence is really working.
Right. I'm not going to go through the 10 names because they don't mean anything. But suffice to say, you know who they are historically. Anybody trained in Arcana or religion?
Yes.
Yep.
Holy, my rolls are bad.
I got a +5.
Ooh, Salim. So, when you were studying these carved pillars, you have determined that they can be empowered with radiant energy if the name of the hero it represents is spoken aloud.
That's handy.
Any undead creature that moves within 5 feet of it should take radiant damage.
Ooh, okay. Like, you know what? This will be a good experiment. There's any more undead to kind of see how that affects them. But yeah, I share with the party because I don't. Clearly on my 10 roll, I don't know. Like, I'm lucky if I remember 2 of those heroes' names on the 10.
Right.
So I'll be like, does anyone know? Because, like, this could be really handy.
And I rattle off all but one.
Yeah. Agnathar, Zokal, Bertra, Yevena, Cesar, Luren, Dop, Wenk, Leviel, and Van Lancer. And Eagle Talon. That was the one you couldn't remember.
Eagle Talon.
Cobra Kai.
Right. Sweep the leg, Johnny. I'm sorry, Daniel. All right. So, what can you see in the windows into here? Let's see. The once beautiful main area of the chapel is littered with broken furnishings and splintered chairs. The stained glass windows have all been smashed, though one remains mostly intact where it's fallen, whole to the floor. It depicts a representation of the god Torm placing a golden helm on the head of a kneeling man before him. And you can see 4 more Minotaur skeletons tromping around inside.
Gonna go take them out.
I'll follow Dagon.
Yeah. I'll go through the doors.
Well, I'll make the suggestion of like, oh hey, like these cast radiant damage pointing to the pillars. Maybe we can like lure them out and see if that does anything to them.
That's smart.
Or I could give you a mantle of inspiration.
Yeah, is this a door down there?
We have a window.
Yeah, these are windows, right?
I was gonna say we can fire bows through them and pull them out into the statues.
Yeah, I mean, it has said that the windows largely are smashed out too. So.
You want to attack through the windows?
Yeah, well,
Try that.
yeah, what we do is we turn the statues on, then we'll go outside the statue area and shoot bows through the windows at them and see if we can drag them through the windows.
Yeah.
Which set up like over here.
Could work.
You want to try that?
Sure. How do we turn the pillars on?
So you just have to recite the name of the hero in front of it. And we'll say that between all of you, you're able to remember all 8 of the heroes.
So the Force is with us.
Right.
I guess want me just to shoot one through the window?
Sure.
All right, which one you targeting? I guess we should all roll for initiative and give you guys a surprise round, right?
Do that.
Group initiative. Bring Rhea down here. We got Rhea and Lulu. Alright, I think we've got everybody. Mr. Raven gets to go first.
Okay. Maybe Raven will just try to fly down and kind of get their attention.
Gonna fly into the chapel?
I can't really go that far, but I was just thinking it could just kind of flap around and make a lot of noise and just try to get them to come out and see what it is.
Okay.
Actually, Raven has mimicry, so it can make... What does it say about it? It can make a sound like a baby crying. What do Minotaur skeletons like to chase?
They
I don't
love
know.
to eat babies.
Okay. Yeah. It'll make like a crying.
General attention.
Yeah.
Noise.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, Marcus.
Okay, I'm moving to here so I can see one.
Right.
Yeah. And then I'm going to Sacred Flame the closer one here. It's better.
DC 15 dex. Failed. 10 radiant damage. -1/0. All right. And that is
That's
it for Marcus. And we go to Dagon.
Alright, so who did Marcus attack?
He shot through the open door here to hit this one.
Okay, looks like cancer. You don't want to use the first level?
Use the what?
On this one right here. Through the window, hit him with the ice knife.
Okay. Ice knife. 24 hits. For a total of 8 cold damage.
Yeah.
He's got a dex save, which he made. So he only takes 3 of the cold damage, right? I don't remember exactly how
Yeah.
ice knife works. It's like there's initial damage, and then there's like area of effect damage, right?
Yeah, that's only 5 feet though.
Right. Right. So it wouldn't, in this instance, wouldn't hit anybody else, right?
Yeah, so only half of mine would be,
Or
or
half
half of
half a
half of 8.
6. So it would be 2
Oh.
piercing, and then the cold saved for 3, so 5 altogether.
Yeah.
All right. All right, and that is Dagon's ice knife that he shot inside. Rhea has a heavy crossbow. She's going to move up with Marcus and take aim, and I believe that still hits. Yep, it does. For 6 piercing. All right, then we go to Muriel.
Okay. Muriel will move. Oops. Closer. And shoot at this guy.
Okay. Ooh, 10, not gonna do it.
Okay.
Mr. Fancy.
Okay, so the targets are inside, right?
They are. They are all inside, and you are all outside.
And we're trying to draw them outside.
Okay. Can I find one in range?
Yeah, let's see what you can see. Let me look through your eyes. Yeah, step 2 spots to the left. Down 1 more. There you go. That gives you line of sight on 2 of them.
All right. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna go for a little trickery here. You know what? I'll hold on to it. Actually, yeah, I'll just hit that first guy. I'll hold on to it.
Okay. And what you hitting him with? The Vicious Mockery. Alright, Wisdom save. Failed. 6 psychic damage. And he... What does he do?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Thank you. Alright. Minotaur Skeleton back here knows there's some stuff going on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Alright, so that was a charge. And let's see who he charged against. Alright, going against Rhea. 13. I think. Misses her. So he charged and missed. Kyle.
Alright, well, one's in contact with people, so I guess I'll go after that one.
Alright, 17 piercing damage.
And then
24 hits for 14 more.
Yep.
Nice. Alright. skeleton here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he kind of pushes his way out, but he doesn't get a nice straight line. So he's going to use the great axe that he has against Rhea, and he's going to miss. And we go to Salim.
So how does he's right next to one of those column
he
things?
is, he is. So he
Wait a
will
second.
take 5 or 1d10 radiant damage.
Dan, will we get a surprise round?
Yeah, but I forgot. We'll just put
Okay.
it now. They're
To be
just
fair, we don't get
skeletons. You're
that
fine.
many.
You're
I
fine.
was about to say we don't get that many surprise rounds, so new territory.
Yeah, I know. We've been good at getting them tonight.
All right, Salim.
Alrighty. What am I gonna hit these guys with? Let's see. It's not a good spell with everyone crowded there. Okay, so I will. I'm gonna hit him with a. You know what? A firebolt. Just
Ooh,
for
11
for
just
count.
missed.
Are you fucking kidding? Okay, that's bullshit. Okay, wait. I just remembered. I have a D8 from last session because we
Right,
played.
there was something that gave
If you played the successful song on the organ, you
Right.
get a D8.
Right,
Yeah.
you still do have
Can I
that.
roll that?
Yeah, absolutely, and
If
it
I
turns
just
a miss
missed?
into a hit because you only need 1. So 10 points of fire damage it is against this guy, right?
Mhm.
All right, 10 points. 10 points
And
of
I'm
fire.
gonna take a couple steps back because I do not want to be near these guys. They're charging.
Right, Mr. Owl.
Fly over, give the help action on, and end up there.
Okay, Lulu. Finally get to see Lulu in action. Wow. Here, let me show you some of this stuff because you guys should know it too, not just me, because Lulu's your companion. So she's gonna fly in and she's going to attack with her tusks. And she's gonna miss. Alright, the Minotaur skeleton down here gets to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And, what the hell? He'll double move, double time, get up there near the door. So they're all crowding near the door. Same thing with this fella.
So Lulu just has this up, this aura thing.
Don't hold me to it yet, because as she regains memories, she's supposed to regain powers, and honestly, I didn't do that as part of my homework this week, so I don't have all the rules for that fresh in my mind. But I think I remember, what she gets back are some of her attacks. So I want to say this aura of invulnerability is in place now.
That's pretty cool.
But I'm going to write a note to myself to remind me about Lulu's, what her current state of her powers and memories are. I got to just refresh my my memory of that because I haven't read it in like 4 weeks. All right. And then we're at the back of the top of the order with Raven.
Okay, Raven's gonna fly over and bother this skeleton.
The big.
Actually, Dan, Lulu had advantage because I had done the help action on that one.
She still missed. Okay.
Okay. And now there's help advantage again on.
All right, Marcus.
Alright, we still look pretty good health-wise, so I'm just hitting the one in front of me. Nice.
All right. 4 bludgeoning, and they are vulnerable to bludgeoning, so 8 points of damage. Dagon.
That's it.
I guess the ice might have been good now, and they're so close together. Well, now everybody else is close together too. So I'm going to acid splash the first 2.
Okay.
Which is dexterity 14.
So 9 and 4, I'm taking it. 9
Yeah.
and 4 to this guy in the back. We'll say that most of the acid hit the guy in the front, and then a little less hit the guy in the back.
That makes sense.
All right. And if that is it for Dagon, Rhea's gonna come in swinging like the woodsman in Little Red Riding Hood. She's coming in swinging. Let's see, 2 longsword attacks, and she has a short sword drawn. She can also make a short sword attack. All right, so she hit for 5 slash. Could have been better. Muriel.
Okay. Here we'll shoot.
$15 hits, 17 damage. And which one was it?
This one.
17, okay. Alright. Fancy, fancy, fancy.
Okay. So right here, this guy. I'm gonna turn up the heat on him a little bit. Nice.
And this is the one right next to you, right?
Yes, he has to run. That's 3.
He only had 14 hit points, so he's not running anywhere.
Okay.
Dropped by Fancy.
That works. Okay, so I'm gonna back up. And then I have a bonus action still, right?
I believe so, yes.
I'm gonna do Mantle of Inspiration as a bonus action. So four people get 8 hit points and they can move.
10 hit points? Yeah. 4
8
people get 8 temp hit points, alright.
Yeah, so it'd be here. Where's Dave?
Dagon is a little bit further back. There he is.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Wait, does that pretty much cover everyone? Who's this?
That is
That's Rhea.
She is an NPC.
Oh, can I see? Or
Oh, we can give it to Muriel, Dagon, Marcus, and Celine. There you go.
good enough. All right, so you guys can move.
Yeah, you get 8 temp hit points, and you can move if you want. Without provoking opportunity attacks, right? Yeah. Free movement.
Correct. Yeah.
I'm just going to take the dead one off the board. All right. And then we go to Kyle.
The one that's damaged in front is one I guess I'll do.
Right. Ten force damage. All right. Down he goes.
And then I'll move my next attack to the one behind it. I don't think that's going to work, though.
Right. 8 is not going to do it. Now, well, did you play a song? Do you have that D8?
I can't remember if I did or not, to be honest.
Let's say you did. If you
I
want
was
to
about
spend
to say, that D8 was for everyone in the party because it was just anyone who heard the song, so everyone should have a D8.
Got it. So 14 does hit for 15 damage.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
All right, Celine.
Okay. Guy moved in, and you said the doors are open, right?
Yeah, they're like smashed and torn off their hinges, kind of.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I could shoot my spells, and
Right.
it's not gonna get blocked. Okay. Okay, that's not gonna work anymore because that guy went down. So I'll cast another. I'm gonna cast a firebolt at this guy in the doorway down here. Hold on, let me.
10 fire damage. All right. Oh, barbecued minotaur. Mr. Owl.
He's going to do the help action on that one that's been hit, and he's going to end. Right there.
All right. Lulu. I really got to find out what she can and can't do. I should know better because she's got some powers. But right now, she's going to wait outside the church. She knows the plan was to lure them out, so she's not going to enter the chapel, rather. And this guy has no qualms about coming out, though. He steps as forward as he can, and he's got 2 targets to pick from. So he's going after Rhea. We'll say he charged. And he missed. This guy, again, really can't get out. Well, let's say he can. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. So he kind of muscles his way out. But that's as far as he gets. And he's going after Marcus. 23.
Yes.
13 slashing damage from a great axe on the Minotaur. All right, Mr. Raven. You don't have to fly far to help.
Yeah, so just use the help action on the one that's right next to me.
Very good. Marcus.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just hit that one right in front of me again.
4 bludgeoning, 8 points
8.
of damage. All right. Dagon.
Warhammer with green.
That's the one that has advantage on it right now. From the owl.
Right.
I
Which
guess
one
that
has
means
advantage?
The
I
one
guess
that
they
you're
both
about
do,
to
right?
attack. I guess,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, so 20 bludgeoning damage and 3 fire damage.
Yeah.
So 23.
It's 13 to the one that he hits and 9 to the next one. Comes out to a total of 22.
Right. Got it. But the bludgeoning damage gets doubled.
So that's 23 on the first one.
Right. All right. Good hit from Dagon. Anything else?
That is it.
All right, Rhea. Hit.
Ray's first attack should have advantage. Which one's she attacking? Actually,
The one to her left.
okay. Does that one still have advantage?
No.
Okay.
So she should attack the one she has advantage. If she was-
The one straight down.
All right, and she hit. All right, so straight down takes 8, 14, and 10 is 24. Muriel.
All right. Muriel will shoot that one. Dope.
Oh. Fancy.
Um. Yeah, I'm just gonna viciously mock him.
Failed saving throws. 6 points of psychic damage.
And disadvantage on attack.
Disadvantage on next attack. Kyle.
Okay. On the one closest to me. That's got to be a miss, so let's go to that bonus action on.
All right.
That's
And this is the one in front of you, closer to you, right?
yes,
17 force damage.
correct.
Down he goes. Salim.
Okay. Since this big guy's here, I'm gonna hit him. I'll hit him with a dissonant whispers.
Failed. 11 psychic.
I hope these aren't endangered creatures.
And
is that
then
the
he's gonna run
runaway?
away. Yep.
5, 10,
That is
15,
the runaway.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Rhea and Dagon can get op attacks.
Rhea hits for 6. Dagon hits for 20.
Nice.
Drop him back there.
Okay,
All right.
that's it for me.
And it looks like you've taken care of the big old Minotaur skeletons that were wandering around inside. Now, as soon as you cross the threshold into the chapel, well, I suppose the bird flying in won't. No, because I already said it, so I gotta make it. Now I gotta lie in it. All right, so a
Dagon's still
number of
good.
shadows and wait. Let me look at this real quick. All right, specters are not invisible. So a number of specters and shadows actually appear from inside these columns. They manifest right next to them. Now they are still glowing with their radiant damage that you have enacted, because I couldn't find anything in the text to say how long that effect lasts, so we're going to say it's still in effect. These things were safe from the damage while they were inside the pillars, but as soon as you try to enter the chapel, they all emerge and adopt an aggressive posture. So we are going to get right into another fight.
This is the longest 10-minute spell I've got the best use out of. Because Dagon's still under protection for good and evil.
Could I put them on the map layer? God damn it.
I can see him.
I see him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can't select
You right here?
Okay, there it goes. Roll20 was just being fucked up. Either that or I was having a psychotic episode, but let's see.
Well, he could be having both.
Could be both. Could be
He
both.
can be both.
Initiative. I gotta go for Rhea. Lulu.
I think it's 20s on initiative.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Who are we missing?
Me.
All right, Dagon, you have the fast reflexes and are the first to notice these specters and shadows emerging from these columns. They were in hiding.
Oh, I'm gonna turn around and notice a little purple guy in spoon with the float. And doesn't look like there's anyone else around him, so.
All right. Silvered flail, 15. I believe that's going to hit. Let me resize this a little bit. There we go. All right, so 15 hits, 7 bludgeoning damage, and it only matters if it's magical for this creature, so it's going to end up taking 3.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for Dagon?
That is it for now.
All right. Kyle.
I'm going to follow Dagon's lead and set slamming into that one. Hopefully.
$16 hits for... And this is magic damage, right?
Yes, it is.
15.
And then, oh, nice.
Ooh, same target?
Yep.
Yeah, he did. All right. Salim.
Okay. Don't like this spooky thing over here. Genshin Shine flashbacks. And I'm gonna hit that thing. I'm gonna hit it with a firebolt. Let's see what how they do against good old fire.
Let's see indeed.
Oh, does a 13 hit?
13 does hit,
Yay, it's squishy like me.
but shadows are resistant to fire.
Ah.
So he takes 5 points of damage.
Can I lie and say I have Dagon's new feet?
I mean, you could claim to have it. And had you not said that, I wouldn't have challenged you on it. But it touches me that you're such an honest soul that you'd never even dream it. I know.
You asked if you could lie.
All right, and then we go to this specter here. Now, this specter ends up taking some radiant damage for being next to the thing. So he takes 7 radiant damage. He's vulnerable to radiant, so that becomes 14. And he immediately gets the hell away from the post and goes right out to Muriel.
What?
Does an 8 hit. I don't think it does. So we will
No, it does not.
go next to Rhea, who is going to step forward and swipe at a shadow. Miss. Hit. Hit. Alright, so she hit for 5. Oh no, hit for 10, and then hit for 2. So 12 points of damage to the shadow. Alright, and the shadow now starts its turn next to... And he takes double radiant, 16 damage, and that kills him. Fancy.
Okay. Vicious mockery.
Against the shadow right next to you.
Correct.
Alright. He failed. 6 psychic damage. And then he has to run. No, that's... Which one is Vicious Mockery?
No, he just has disadvantage on his next attack.
Disadvantage next attack. Alright. If we do this for a couple more years, I might remember, Dissonant Whispers, Vicious Mockery, and Mind Sliver. I know the rules for all 3 of them, but I'm constantly mixing them up. Alright, so Fancy hit, and he has disadvantage. I'll mark him as disadvantaged so that I don't forget that, and we go to Marcus.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go up here, and I'm gonna use my mace.
15 hits for 3 bludgeoning damage. Right. Shadow that you just attacked is going to take at least 2. He only has 2 hit points left. So even if he only took 1 radiant damage, it would be doubled. So he's dead. This specter here, let's take his damage. Doubled is 4. And he immediately moves. He has a fly speed of 50. And he can move through objects and creatures as if they were difficult terrain. So he's going 5. 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. I messed that up. Fuck. 5, 10, 15, 25, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Double move. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40. Okay. Muriel.
Okay, he just took off. Alright. Bonus action disengage. Run away. And then I'll turn around and shoot him. Try to attack me. I keep
11.
missing.
No. Too bad. So sad. Alright. Spectre over here is going to take his damage. 14 points of radiant damage for him. He's going to get the hell away from these things. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
No! Just ran away.
19.
Oh my. That sounds scary. Okay. Oh, but it was an attack, so I can uncanny dodge that. It's gonna take half.
Right.
So that's 4.
Right. 4 necrotic.
Okay, but then then I have to do, what is this that I have to do?
A Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution. Oh,
So you're.
can I add my D8?
Yeah, if you haven't used it yet.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
you needed a 10, right? All right, so your hit point max decreases by 4 until you finish a long rest.
Boo, okay.
Right, Mr. Owl.
He is gonna fly over, give advantage on the one by Mariel, and then fly to there.
Right. Shadow takes. Spectres don't take extra radiant damage; they just take normal damage. You see, even I screw up against the monsters. It's not only you guys. The shadows take double radiant. The specters don't. Damn it. Oh well. Okay, so this guy's got to take his 6 damage. We can fix it going forward. And then he's got a fly speed. No, he's got a walking speed of 40. Again, getting away from these things. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Sorry, Muriel.
Leave me alone.
23. 7 necrotic, and your strength score is reduced.
Can I, as a reaction, can I hit that with silvery barbs? Actually, you know what?
Isn't silvery barbs only when they succeed on a attack roll or something? Like you can use it for a failed save or something?
You'd have to re-roll.
Yeah, the creature that I'm trying to hit, the shadow, that's
Yeah, so silvery barbs only works on a creature you can see who succeeds on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Yeah, he
succeeded.
He hit her.
yeah. Or are you saying it has to basically like be
I'm focused on the saving throw part of the equation and not the attack part of the equation. Right. Okay, so I see. So the shadow should attack again, right? And he missed that time. 15 misses, right, Miro?
Yes.
Okay. Oof, all right. Thank you, everybody. Sorry I took a moment to catch up mentally. All right, Shadow here. He takes 10 damage. Gets away from this pillar. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's all he can get. Lulu. comes in with her tusks on the back of this guy, and she's going to miss. And Mr. Raven.
Alright, come over here, Raven. Help me. Okay. Raven will take the help action on, let's see, on this one.
I already have it on that one.
Oh, you do? Okay, then this one.
Okay.
The shadow.
Dagon. Either one, you have advantage attacking.
So they both look pretty. But, Warhammer with green flame.
Not a bad choice. That's a miss, though.
Would be better, yeah.
All right, IL.
The Spectre, right there that I'll have advantage on.
Right. Ooh, 11 just misses.
And the second roll is going to miss too for the advantage.
Oh.
Alright, now let me do my bonus action. That was for the advantage. Wow, that's bad.
Right. A 1 and a 2.
Jeez. Oh no.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away. Salim.
Okay. This is not great. Let me see something. Where can I move? Okay. Yeah, that should be. I'm sorry. I just want to reread a feat that I have that I never use.
Again, I was going to move. Just.
Okay, go ahead. Yep.
Just got disgusted for a second. Had a.
Okay, so I'm gonna move here because I want to make sure I can hit this guy. Okay, I'm gonna cast as my action something called radiant consumption. So basically, I'm gonna emit this light that has a I have it's so in a 10-foot radius. I have this bright light, and I'm gonna be able to deal an extra 6 damage in radiant damage.
Right. Which gets doubled against that shadow to 12.
Right. So I'm gonna go with this guy down. No, I'm gonna do the guy up here that's attacking Pure.
Okay.
Poor Muriel. That's just what I meant to say, not Pure. Let me just check my bonus actions. I don't think I can attack as a bonus action. No, I cannot. But yeah, that's a feat I never use. 40 damage to one target at the end of turns. All creatures within 10 feet of me, including myself, have to also take 3d radiant damage. Just 3 radiant damage. Okay.
That's allies too?
It says all creatures, so I would assume allies too.
Right.
It's only 3 damage, and I'm resistant, so it's fine for me. But I would just make that note to my allies: get out. Just 10 feet is all you need. But yeah, that's gonna be my action, is to have that light and to get these two
Alright,
guys.
so that is, again, 3 points of radiant damage against the shadows is doubled to 6. Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
It's 10 foot, you said?
It's 10 feet from me, and then yeah, it says within 10 feet of me.
So the Spectre takes 3 points of damage.
Right.
And
Any creature within 10 feet. So
Lulu
Would be immune, wouldn't she?
Not Raven. Does it hit Raven?
I think it kills Raven.
I think it does too.
I'm so sorry.
That's
Is
okay.
that not a fae?
Raven's not real.
Oh, Raven's a fae. Oh, thank
He can
God.
come back, but yeah.
Oh my God. For a second, I was like, wait, is this not a fae creature? Did I just kill an actual bird? Because that would really upset Celine.
You killed.
Now, if that works that way, Dan, could the Hierophant protect everyone in the party from the damage and allow it to hit the enemies?
I don't know that it. An invisible orphan, 10-foot radius sphere. So, does radiant consumption count as a spell? That's my only. And do racial abilities
It's a racial
count as spells? I don't
think so.
I don't
It
think
doesn't
so.
say.
Nope. Okay.
Spell. It doesn't show up under my spells,
Right,
so I'm gonna say no.
Right, like a Dragonborn's breath weapon, for example, is not magical. It's something you can do that is like a magic ability, but it is not magic, right?
I mean, I will say, I picked the Scourger Asimir, so their whole thing is like they're brimming with radiant energy, and they kind of explode like that. So it's not necessarily literally how you said it, Dan. It's like fire, dragon breath.
Right. All right. So that was Salim. Did her friends go ahead and take the damage? Lulu doesn't take the damage. We'll say, but does Dagon and Muriel?
They're within 10 feet.
Three radiant damage
Three?
for Dagon and Muriel, right?
Okay.
If we have resistant, how much would 3?
1.
1. Okay, that's.
All right. Then we go to this specter, who comes up to attack Salim. Now, you're still a human microwave, right? So she's going to take damage from walking into that?
Yes.
Lasts for a minute.
Yeah, it lasts for a minute, but I just want to make sure, because I think it has to end its... Let me just read it. I'm just making sure if it's end your turn or start your turn in it.
Right.
The end... Sorry. I don't know why that roll 20.
It's at the end of her turn.
Yeah, my turn.
Celine's turn?
So, yeah, my turn.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, so this specter is going to try to hit Celine with the life drain. Does a 17 hit?
I'm gonna cast shield.
And make it not hit.
Yeah.
Wise decision. All right, Rhea.
Yeah, I now can do that.
Rhea's going to step forward. Hit. Miss. And a hit. So 5 and 4 is 9 damage. And that disperses that specter. Alright, Fancy. What you got, Joe? You got another vicious mockery for us?
Yeah, I do.
Awesome.
And put it right. All right, here it comes.
Here we go, baby. Wisdom saving throw. Failed. 5 psychic damage.
Right, and it's at disadvantage. Nope.
Down goes another one. Marcus.
Oh, I vicious tucked it.
It was vicious.
We'll Sacred Flame this guy.
Can you believe this is only the second round of this fight? Dexterity save. Made it.
Ooh.
Right. Muriel.
All right. Bonus action. Disengage. Run away. Okay, turn around and shoot.
"12 hits for a lot of damage. More than he has. And I think that is the last one you see. As a matter of fact, that is the last one that you see. The other one you did see ran literally through the wall, and then you lost sight of him. And he never came back out.
He went down here, right?
Yeah.
You guys want to check the inside of this building out?
Yeah, it's probably wrong.
Well, that is where the quest for finding Duke Ravengard and the Helm of Torm's site will have to leave off for this week. This big room that you're in, let me make sure it doesn't have a description here. Yeah, so the once beautiful main area of the chapel is littered with broken furnishings and splintered chairs. The stained glass windows have all been smashed, though one remains mostly intact where it's fallen, whole to the floor. It depicts a representation of the god Torm placing a golden helm on the head of a man kneeling before him. Anybody again with a history or a religion check? All right. Ooh, Kyle busting out the facts today. He's recognizes the scene as showing Torm presenting the helm to someone named Lanish Fogel, a revered hero of Elturel's past and a dedicated paladin. The helm pictured in the stained glass is the relic that Grand Duke Ravengard came to the chapel in search of.
All right.
And there are some curtains that you can see separating you from this circular room. And there is another chapel back here called the Chapel of Mourning. But we will go ahead and explore those things when we meet next week.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Now, Muriel, your poor raven is out. What's it going to take for you to get that back? Do you need to do a short rest? Can you just cast a spell now to bring him back, or?
Okay, let's see.
You can cast it now, but I think it takes an hour.
Right.
It takes an hour.
So you'll be without a raven for until we can get in a rest at some point.
Yeah, I can do it if a short rest, or I usually just do it right before a long rest so that I get the spell slot right back.
Right. All right, folks. Well, thank you very much. That was fun. It was great time for me. So thank you very much. As always, I had fun. I hope you did too.
Yep.
And other than that, no. I'm sorry, I'm blanking. Dagon, you said you were going to be out next week.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, all right. Well, I hope it's for something fun, and have a great time with that. We'll have the game recorded as always. So if you want to catch up, I'll have that posted, right after. And other than that, I'll just wish you all a good night.
Excellent. Well, I actually remember the end of the game now.
Thank you all.
Have a good week, everyone. Have fun next week.
Have a good one.
Bye.